guys, Natasha here. So as promised, I'm gonna show you guys a live cooking demo. So what I'm making today is one of my stupid simple recipes that could be used for lunch or dinner. And I'll show you just exactly how simple it is to make a super low carb, really delicious and nutritious meal with all kind of, raw ingredients that you can put together in a variety of ways that fits your taste buds and can feed either one person or the whole family or, whatever. Yeah. Hey, Rachel. I have my videographer here, Katie. She's on point here. Okay, cool. So here's what we're making today: burgers and salad. Okay, there's no carb side dish, like there's no bun that goes with the burger. There's no potatoes. There's no French fries or whatever. So here we go. So I have my plate of salad greens that I've already plated, and I just literally get them from a box. Okay, super simple. Grab a handful, put it on your plate. It's a little bit of dill from my garden. Could either put it on the salad, or I'll show you guys how to make the dressing too. We could maybe put this in the dressing. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is start cooking the burgers. So today what I have is I got some ground pork and ground beef, and I'm actually gonna combine them together. You can choose whatever meat works for you, and that's fine. The reason I'm combining these two together is for flavor, because I actually like the combination of pork and beef, and also for cost. Ground beef is a little bit more expensive than pork, as in about twice as expensive. So I'm combining it to basically make my dollar go a little bit farther, but also include some of the beef in it. So I'm just gonna make 2 burgers for this demo. I'm just gonna make the patties, get my heat going here. All right, so just form the meat into the patties, and while they're cooking, we'll talk about the salad and the dressing and all that stuff too. For the burgers, this is how stupid simple our burgers are. There's nothing in this patty except for the meat. Like, we don't add any additional seasonings or flavors into the meat. It's all gonna go on top. There's no other, cheese or vegetables or anything else there's nothing else that goes into the patty itself. All right, so I've got my patties formed. Ideally, you actually preheat the skillet, so while it's preheating, I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick and put some olive oil into my skillet. So I use cast iron. I cook most of my things on cast iron. And again, the reason is it's non-toxic and it's seasoned over time. So I actually really like cooking on cast iron. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. You don't really need much, and especially depending on the meat, it probably has enough fat in it, fat content in the meat. So here we go. 2 burger patties on the skillet. And then for seasoning, Chad's usually the burger master, but I'm doing this cooking demo to show you that if I can cook the burgers, you guys can too. If you have a grill, obviously cook your burgers on the grill. I'm just saying, you don't have to have a grill. So I'm just gonna do some salt, pepper, and we like to use this chili, kind of Mexican chili, chipotle chili powder or something like that. Just a tiny bit because it's pretty spicy. So I'm just gonna go a little bit on top. All right. So while that's cooking, let's talk about salad and the vegetables. So you've got your salad greens, and And then the burger can either go on top of the greens or on the side, kind of depends, up to you. But I want to show you guys how to make a salad dressing, because dressing can actually be a place where a lot of sneaky ingredients hide. So if you're buying store-bought dressing, you really have to watch out for the sugar content and just all sorts of other additives and ingredients that really don't need to be there. So to simplify the process, what I'm going to do is juice 1 lemon. And the ingredients for the dressing can vary as well, depending on your taste preferences. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix up a tiny bit of dressing in a little bottle. It's just, sample basically. You can make this in larger portions if you want to make salad dressing to last a while. So it's about equal parts lemon juice. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar for this. You can use balsamic vinegar as well. So I'm literally eyeballing this, and it doesn't really have to be super precise science. So apple cider vinegar, if you're using that, make sure it's raw and preferably with the mother. Okay, that's how you're going to get the most nutrition out of it. And then olive oil. You can use avocado oil as well. And then, so obviously oil and water don't mix, right? So to help the mix, you can either use powdered mustard, or I literally just get stone ground mustard that I already have in my fridge. Put some of that in there. And yeah, I am eyeballing all of this, okay? So I don't actually have like an exact recipe. Add some salt, pepper, it's a little tricky to get in there. And what are we gonna do? Oh yeah, so I think I am gonna add the dill into my salad dressing. So you can use dried or fresh herbs, it doesn't really matter. And obviously, like I said, again, you can add a variety of different herbs, just whatever your taste preferences are, okay? Put a little bit of that in there. All right, so I'm just gonna close the lid, and I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna do it over my sink just in case it leaks, okay, follow me. All right, shake, shake, shake. No need to show our dirty sink to everyone on Facebook.
There's only 2 people.
Okay, no worries. All right, so here we go. It's emulsified, and let's do a little taste test. Okay, I feel like I could use a little more oil, so there we go. Anyway, so you guys get the gist, right? So now we have the salad. We have really simple dressing.
It's good.
Okay, my taste tester says it's good. I'm just gonna check on my burgers and flip them. Season the other side as well. Salt and pepper. And let that finish cooking. Alright, so for the salad, to make it a little more hearty, what I usually like to do is not just have a bed of greens, but I'll go and add things like hemp hearts. Just sprinkle some of that on there. And personally, I'm partial to sunflower seeds. Pumpkin seeds are also great. So these pumpkin seeds are near the top of your diet template. And my leftover dill. Okay, so for the salad, I like to kind of go all out with my salad and add a whole bunch of different veggies if I have them, and toppings like nuts and seeds. Okay, so whatever nuts are at the top of the food chart and the seeds, you can basically add them on there. Make your salad a little bit more substantial, a little more hearty. And we can take our salad dressing. That up. All right, cool. So I feel like the burgers are probably almost done. And then one more thing, and I'll show you this one too. Again, it's still really simple. And it's kind of like the Chad special. Puts an egg on top of the burger. Alright, I feel like they're nice and juicy. Pretty much done cooking. I'm just going to throw an egg on here. With eggs, spend the extra $1 or $2 or whatever it's going to be to get pastured eggs. Thanks, Katie. Appreciate your assistance. A little bit of salt on the egg.
It's on my hand.
You got burned?
Yeah.
Sorry. Alright, so we'll take the burgers off and put them on the plate. I'll give this egg a couple more minutes to finish cooking, and it's literally just an egg cracked into a frying pan. I'm going to go a little bit lower with the heat so it doesn't burn. But Chad really likes to have an egg on top of the salad sitting right there, and then kind of taken to that as well. Alright, so basically this is it though, you guys. At the end, what you have is salad made from scratch with whatever toppings you want. We just made our own dressing and 2 burgers and an egg on top. And how long have we been going?
I don't know. No, it does not say.
Okay, well we started at 2 o'clock and it's 2:16. So we've been going about 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, everything was just made from scratch, including the salad dressing and your meat, which is the main portion of your meal. So all of this can be ready in like 15 to 20 minutes. So if anybody has questions or if you have other kind of suggestions and your own modifications, please share. I always love to hear how people modify the recipes. Otherwise, alright, the egg is done. I'm gonna put it on top. Bam. Okay, guys.
Rachel asked a question.
What's
It
the
says, do you
question?
recommend 2 of the meat patties in the meal for 1 person?
Okay, so the meal portioning really depends on your appetite and whether you're making like lunch or dinner, for example. For me personally, I would probably just have 1 burger patty for lunch anyways. For dinner, kind of depends on what time I'm eating dinner and whether it's been like a heavy workout day or not. If it has been a heavy workout day and I'm trying to build, muscle mass or something like that, then yeah, go for 2 patties. Also, really depends on what size you make your patties too, right? I'm starting from raw meat, right? So you can kind of really choose to shape them in whatever size and shape you feel like your body needs. And this is part of the thing. When you make meals that are meat and vegetables, it's actually kind of hard to overeat on those things. When it's carbs, especially processed carbs, it's super easy to just mindlessly keep eating and eating and eating and get way too many calories and way too many carbs. But with protein and vegetables, your body will self-regulate. So does that make sense? I hope it does. Are there any other questions, Katie? No? Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, feel free to ask any more questions. I'm gonna probably dig into this and share with my videographer if she's interested in splitting this meal with me. So yeah, hope you guys found this useful and interesting. Next week I'll do another cooking demo. My son was actually wanting to do a cooking demo for his own version of Stupid Simple Breakfast. So we'll have to get to that in a couple of weeks. But yeah, this is it, you guys. Okay. Really nutritious, hearty, filling lunch or dinner. And
Already had it.
yeah, I already put the dressing on there. Yeah. So yeah, and that's it. It's ready to go. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna sign off unless there are any other questions. No? Okay, cool. We're good. All right, you guys can rewatch this and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.